Good morning, namaskaram.
Good
Audio,
morning.
yeah, audio is clear?
Audio is clear.
Okay, let's start. Om,
Yes, sir.
yeah, okay. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vasudevasudam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrtavarshinim Bhagavatim Nashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim नमोस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्रा येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेलवेलाकुला अश्वत्थामपि कर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैः रणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We have started the 16th chapter, Daivaasura Sampath Vibhaaga Yogam. The 15th chapter was Purushottama Yogam. So which we completed, where actually speaking the teaching is completed, where Bhagavan has clearly explained who is Purushottama. Purushottama is Brahman, and you are that Brahman. Realize yourself as that Purushottama. So that the one who has got the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, mean all the urge to do karma, etc. The karma vasana is he has no more urge or no more interest in this life. So one who has been having this sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is ready to receive the jnanam. But 16th chapter is talking about the Daivaasura Sampath Vibhaaga Yogam, where we have to have this qualification, right? The sadhana is required to understand and realize this knowledge, assimilate this knowledge that has been explained so far by Bhagavan. So last class we said we talked about the Daivi Sampath, and Bhagavan is continuing. The first verse was Abhayam Sri Bhagavanuvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi Danam Damascha Yajñascha Swadhyayastapa arjavam. This verse we already explained. Now we'll be moving to the second verse. Second verse also ahimsa, satyamakrodham, satyamakrodhastyagas shantirapaishunam, daya bhuteshvalolupatvam mardavam hrirachapalam. Right? So we talked about ahimsa, the non-violence. The non-violence is mental, inside, internally we can have the attitude of non-violence at all times, which is possible. 100% it is possible. In physically, sometimes there is no 100% you can have non-violent, because we walk, sometimes when we walk we happen to kill ants and other things, and also we are boiling vegetables and so many other things are happening. So where we know that it is not 100% possible, but the attitude is 100%, we can have the attitude of non-violence, ahimsa. Then also we talked about satyam, and that is Ishvara Buddhi. We should have always Bhagavan alone is there, God alone is there, there is nothing other than God. Then we have come to akrodham, freedom from anger. See, Krodham is, as we discussed earlier, Krodham is what is anger? Anger is kamayesha, krodhayesha. Desire, another form of desire is anger. When do we really get angry? We get angry only when our desires are not fulfilled, or there is an obstacle. When there is an obstacle in front of us for fulfilling our desires, then the same desire is converted as anger. Whether it is husband, wife, or father, mother, children, doesn't matter. If anyone who comes in front of me, who will stop to fulfill, who will stopping me fulfilling my desire, we get angry against them. Whoever it is, doesn't matter. Okay, so akrodham is necessary, freedom from anger. That is a Daivi Sampath. Okay, then we will move to next one, Tyagam. So we discussed up to akrodham. So we will continue from Tyagam. What is Tyagam? Renunciation. There is a famous verse in mantra in Vedas. Na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naike amrtatvamanasuhu. By karma, amrtatvam will never get. By doing any sort of karma with an attitude that I am the doer and I want to enjoy this, that we will never reach the amrtatvam. Na karmana, na prajaya, by having married and making children, children etc. Prajaya also, it is not possible to have moksham. Okay, na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena also, having wealth and properties and name and fame etc. will not take us towards amrtatvam. Then what is that? Only tyagam, renunciation, internal renunciation. Okay, the first thing that is necessary is internal renunciation. There is no attachment towards anything. That is renunciation. Okay, it is not a bāhyam. Outwardly renunciation will happen through constant practice of internal renunciation. So let it happen when it happens. Don't bother about it. But internal renunciation we should strive for. We should have the constant thought of jnanam. Who am I? What is my true nature? What is that? My true nature is Atma. My true nature is Anandam. I don't need anything from outside. Right? Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogadan. When you have all the desires over, there is no more desire. Prajahati. Everything is burnt. Right? No more desire. Sarvan kaman. Then that is he is a Sthita Prajna. Okay, so here Tyagam is, there is nothing that is mine. There is nothing in this world is mine. Develop this attitude. See, it's very easy. What have we brought when we are born? We didn't bring anything here. Then how do we say that all that is there is mine? This is my money. This is my husband. This is my wife. This is my children. See, the children, we think that is our children, are not our children. They chose to be They chose their parents, they chose their circumstances to be born. It is not that my son is my son. Okay? Our children, it's not our son or our daughter. They chose to be here according to fulfill their desires, though that Jiva chose a place to live, a place to be born, and a place to fulfill their desires. So we should be very clear about it. So there is nothing mine. So neither the relations, nor money, nor the property, or the name and fame, anything that you possess, including this body, this is not my body. Okay, so that attitude, always keep that attitude. There is nothing mine. Everything is Bhagavan's only. It's all God's property. It's all God's children. It is all God's body. And the money is all Bhagavan's body. So I am only an instrument in the hands of Bhagavan. This attitude should be there at all times, 24/7. So Tyagam, there is nothing mine. That is the quality which we have to develop on a daily basis. On every moment, we should never forget this. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Everything is Bhagavan's only. Everything is Bhagavan only, and everything is Bhagavan's only. Okay? This attitude will take us faster towards the goal of liberation. Moksham. So this is the way one liberates very fast. So Tyagam is the quality. Next is Shantihi. Shantihi, peace. Naturally finding peace within. Okay. Normally a devotee, a bhakta, the real bhakta, a real devotee will always be at peace, or he will find peace very fast by thinking that everything is Bhagavan only. Bhagavan will look after, Bhagavan will make sure that things are in place, Bhagavan will look after all the things. A bhakta will always have this attitude. Right? So that bhakta will find shanti or peace of mind. But one who is in the path of jnana, then the one who is in the path of jnana is very clear. Bhagavan has told, Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Equanimity of the mind is yogam. So one who has equanimity of the mind, or one who is trying to find equanimity, okay, he alone is in the path of yoga. Then how to do that? Stay in that path, bring the mind to equanimity at all times. Karma kuru, yogastha kuru karmani. Do all your job, all your actions, do all your karmas with bring the mind to equanimity. There is nothing. Ashantasya kutas sukham. If there is no shanti, if there is no peace, what is the point of doing all karmas and all the karma phalam, etc.? Total waste, If there is no happiness, means peace. Happiness is peace. Peace is happiness. So there is no sukham in ashanti. There is no sukham in a disturbed mind. A disturbing mind will never give us sukham. Only shanti can give us sukham. So bring the mind to equanimity with jnanam. With jnanam. That my true nature is happiness. I don't need any external objects for my happiness. This should be constantly working in us. Okay? So yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva. With a detachment. Sangam tyaktva. There is no point in getting attached with anything in this universe, because everything in this universe is temporary. Okay, the separation is inevitable. The separation between you and the object. If you think you are the body, there will be separation between this body and any other body or anybody. Okay, the separation is inevitable. There is no way, there is a possibility of staying together forever. Whether it is between children and father, or husband and wife, or money and individuals, there will be separation. See, there will be separation. So this clear understanding will lead to think, is there anything permanent? If all of that is temporary, then what is that is permanent? Then the inquiry starts, and we find that only Atma, the my consciousness alone, is never changing, and it is achalam, and it never dies. Na jayate mriyadeva kadachit. It never dies, it is never born. That is what is I am. Okay, this alone will take us towards the notion that siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva. Whether the action or the situation is favorable or it is unfavorable. Siddhya siddho samo bhutva. Bring the mind to equanimity. Bring the mind to peace. Because Shanti alone will give us Sukham. So clear understanding. So Shanti is another Daivi Sampath which we have to develop when we do any action. Okay, you can be anything. You can be doing a puja, or you can be working in an office, or you can be a scientist or a homemaker or cooking, anything, any action that you do. Okay, bring the mind to Shanti, thinking or remembering Bhagavan. Ma Manusmara, think of me, Yudhyaja, do your duty. Ma Manusmara Yudhyaja, think of me, think of Bhagavan who is dwelling in you and in everything else. Okay, see the Chaitanyam in each and everything. That alone will bring us to equanimity of the mind. Other than that, any other thought, okay, if you think that by this I can make things better, that will have more problems actually. So this is the only way. Through Vedantic knowledge, through Vedantic thoughts only, you can bring the mind to equanimity. That bringing the mind to equanimity only will last. Okay, all other solutions will be temporary. So the permanent solution is only this, Vedanta. Know your true self. Know yourself. That is the only way we can bring the mind to equanimity. Bring the mind to equanimity, Shanti. Okay, naturally we will find peace. Slowly we will realize ourselves. Realizing ourselves is finding Shanti. Okay, understand that way. Then next is Apaishunam. Apaishunam is absence of crookedness. Okay. See, every one of us, we have a tendency to find fault with others. We have a natural tendency to find fault with others, or gossiping, okay, talking something about other. We can see this whenever 2 or 3 people get together. What we will talk about is some dosham of others only. Nobody talks about Brahmanandam or Bhagavad Gita. All discussions will be on something which happened during the last marriage or before that marriage, what happened and who said what. All these discussions, unnecessary gossiping and laughing and sometimes hating someone or throwing some words, etc. This is what is happening when 4 people go. And out of these 4 or 5 people, when chatting, one person leaves, then the discussion will be on that person who leaves that group. So we should not indulge in such gossips. If any such gossiping is happening, either please keep quiet. If possible, get out of the place. If not possible, please keep quiet. Chant some mantra, chant some sloka, okay, or chant some nama, Ramanama or Namah Shivaya, something you chant inside, so that you will not listen to that. Listening itself is a problem. If it goes inside, it's a bigger problem. Okay, so never do all that gossips. Apaishunam, absence of crookedness, finding dosham in others, okay, creating rumors, stories. We are all experts in create something we will see somewhere and we will cook up a story and we will start telling this and spread this to others. And it will spread like a Chinese whisper, it will go and then come back. Please, we should all refrain from such unwanted talks, okay, unwanted discussions, etc. Only satsang all time. If there is no satsang, get away from that place. If possible, try to get away. If not, keep quiet. So, apaishunam, absence of crookedness, finding dosha means must be there. Okay, this is a Daivi Sampath. This is the quality. See, these are the qualities which we have to develop in ourselves, so that the path towards the realization of self, towards realizing ourselves, finding ourselves will be very fast. Okay, Daya. Next is compassion. Compassion. See, we know that Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. Bhagavan said, Ishvaraha Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Tishtati. Hey Arjuna, Bhagavan is dwelling in all the hearts of everything here. Bhagavan is there in you, Bhagavan is there in that sun, Bhagavan is there in that ant, God is there in that bacteria, God is there in that dog, cat, everything that you see, everything, all objects, Bhagavan is dwelling. Ishvaraha sarva bhutanam hriddeshe Arjuna tishtati. Hey Arjuna, Bhagavan is there in everywhere and in everything where God is not there. Okay, so God is there in everyone and everything. This knowledge, this understanding is the one which will create compassion, in us. Okay, when you see a dog hungry or anything, an ant is hungry, give food. So compassion is necessary. Help. Try to help people around you. Try to help the animals around you. Try to keep the environment clean. Do not pollute water. Water is a jiva. All the Panchabhutas are jivas here, right? So do not do any harm. Do not have the intention of doing harm to anything and everything. And if possible, try to help whichever way possible. Why do you want to help? Because I don't need anything for myself. Because my true nature is Atma. Okay, I am Anandam. Anando Brahme Divyajanad. Anandam is my true nature. When I am Purnaha, when I am complete, I don't need anything. Then I use all these and nothing is mine. See, already we talked about Tyagam. There is nothing mine. So what to do with that? All that money and all that physical health and etc. What do you do? What to do with this body now? Use it for the purpose of others. Help the people around you. If you are with the parents, help them. If you are with the children, help them. If you are with your husband and wife, help them. Whichever way possible, use this body for the benefit of others, society, not only family, others outside, friends, family. Wherever possible, try to do help. Wherever, whichever way, how to help, how much to help, etc. will come from that consciousness. The consciousness, the Bhagavan inside you will tell what to do exactly, when to do, how much to do, etc. Just listen to that. But most of the time we don't listen. Why? Because we are bound by our own notions of good and bad. Our own notions, our own creation of, oh, I will do this, I will do that. Think about sun, The sun is giving light and energy to everyone. The sun doesn't look for good person, bad person like that. The Vayu, the air, everyone, whether it is in a criminal's house or a devotee's house, 21% oxygen is available. Is it not? Not that he is a criminal, I will give only 18% or 16% oxygen. No. Because Vayu is Sarvavyapi. Vayu gives air to everyone equally. We are the one who is polluting the air. We are the one who is polluting the water, etc. Right? So, but for the Panchabhutas, they give out everything to everyone equally. So similarly, we should develop. See, that is why they are all Devas. Why do we call them Devas? It is because they have the Daivi Sampath. So we should develop the Daivi Sampath in us, whichever way possible. Okay, so Daya, compassion is a must. So compassion, the scriptures say that those who have so much of compassion, even the wild animals stay calm. There are many incidents in Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya's, Shankara Bhagavatpada's life history that even the wild elements, they stay calm in his presence. Then, next one, Alolupatvam. What is Lolupatvam? Lolupatvam is to desire something which is not ours. Okay? So already we said that there is nothing mine, everything is God's. But here it is, what it says is that at least do not have the desire to possess somebody's wealth or somebody's name and fame. Okay? Or suppose if one example I will give you. Suppose somebody has gone to a shop. Okay? You bought something which is costing say 65 rupees. You paid 100 rupees. When the person returns, instead of 35, the person, suppose he returns 45. If you know, then immediately you have to return that money. But if you realize that the person has given 10 rupees more, after coming home, we should make sure that that 10 rupees is returned to that person. But most of the time people, what they will think, no, I did not do anything. I didn't ask for 10 rupees more. That it is that person's mistake that they have given extra. So I have not done anything wrong here. So let it be there, I will keep it. I give you a small example only. You can connect it with all the various situations where we have the attitude of keeping something which is not truly ours. Think of that. Let it be anything. Let it be money, let it be land, let it be gold, or let it be anything. Okay. So never have the lulupatvam, that the silly desire to possess somebody else's property. So alolupatvam is necessary. That is, not having this lolupatvam is a quality which we have to develop. This is all the Daivi Sampath. Alolupatvam. Then mardavam, gentleness. Okay, do not be harsh. Be gentle while talking, while handling, while talking, etc. We should be very gentle with people. That is mardavam. Opposite to being hard. Okay. Then hrihi. Hrihi is a feeling ashamed of while doing any sort of adharma. We should feel sorry if we feeling ashamed to do any action which is not dharma. Okay, we should not have that feeling. We should be ashamed if we are doing any sort of adharma, or if at all sometimes we will be forced to do adharma. That time we have to be much more careful. Sometimes in some jobs, certain situations, etc. Right? So we should be ashamed that my God, I have to do this. I am in this job, or I am doing this adharma. We should feel ashamed of it. A papa karma, there is a beautiful verse in Mahanarayana Upanishad. There is one second. It's a beautiful one. It is a mantra which talks about the auspiciousness of punyam. Yeah, vihidacharana prashamsa and nishiddhacharana ninda. When we are doing any papa karma, how the attitude should be. Yatha vrikshasya sampushpitasya durat gandho vaatyevam punyasya karmano durat gandho vaati yadha sidharam karte vahitama bhakrame yadyuveyuvehava vihvayishyami kartam pratishyami tyevam amrtadatmanam jugupset. It's a long mantra, don't worry about the mantra part, but I will try to explain this. So when we are doing punya karma, we don't have to do any advertisement of it. Okay, yadha vrikshasya sampushpitasya. When a tree is blossomed with lot of flowers, etc., when the flowers are there, the fragrance will be automatically taken by the wind far away. Okay, it will take far. We don't have to do any, the tree doesn't have to do any advertisement. I have got lot of flowers, etc. So this will be when anyone does a punya karma, we don't have to talk about it, we don't have to tell others. Automatically, suppose somebody is doing annadanam in a place. That person need not tell anything to anyone, but that will be spread like a wildfire. Everyone will know about it, punya karma. But what about the papa karma? If anyone is forced, or when we are in a situation where there is a slightest possibility of doing adharma is there, then how to walk that path? It should be like this. What the Shruti says is that suppose there is a gartam, there is a pit. Okay, you have to cross the pit. Say 3 feet pit is there. You have to cross that. How will you cross? Is that the how to cross is they have put 2 swords. Okay, 2 blades. The blade up like this. 2 swords are kept here. You have to walk. You have to keep your foot on the sword, the sharp edge, the 2 sharp edge, you have to keep your foot and then you have to cross. If you keep the foot little harsh or little hard, your leg will be cut. Okay, your foot will be cut. But if you keep it soft, you are likely to fall down. If you keep it. So, what will be the stress or the tension of that person who is walking this path? That should be the attitude of ourselves when we are to do any papa karma, nishiddha karma. That means we have to be so careful. That is what it means. Similarly, here it is hrihi. Hrihi means we should be ashamed of doing any adharmam. That should be the attitude. So, hrihi. So, this is another quality of Daivi Sampath. We should develop that. And also, we should be hrihi means another hri meaning is, suppose somebody is praised a lot in front of everyone. The person also goes to a shy mode. He feels a little awkward when he is praised in front of. We should not feel like, my name is too good and that is why everyone is praising me, etc. That feeling should not be there. We should be a little bit, go low profile. We should feel little ashamed that your name is come up by doing a lot of. Ashamed in the sense here it is, you don't want to be known by everyone. That is the point. Okay. We'll move to achapalam. Chapalya means disturbing, the flickering mind. Achapala means mind gets disturbed or distracted by slightest, small things also. People get even the slightest, suppose somebody cheated him by say 50 rupees more. Auto rickshaw driver, 120 is the charge, but he somehow manipulated to pay 150 rupees. This person will be talking about this 30 rupees extra for days together. That is chapalyam. Or slightest. Suppose you have to go somewhere, suddenly it started raining. Enough. The person will start cursing the rain or the situation for days together. Same thing, repeated like a tape recorder. This person will be irritating the people around. Wife or husband, doesn't matter. Okay, this is chapalyam. Even getting disturbed by the slightest thing. If one get disturbed by it, what will happen is that will be spread to everyone. That disturbance will cause, the disturbed mind will cause disturbance to everyone around. Okay, so this is achapalam. We should develop a steady and sturdy mind. Okay, free of this fickleness, what do you call it? Then, okay, these are the Daivi Sampath which is mentioned in the second verse. We'll do one more chant, we will chant, we will know it. Ahimsa satyam akrodha tyagas shantirapaishunam daya bhuteshu alolupatvam mardavam hrirachapalam. Right? Third, now we'll go to third verse. Tejakshama dhritishaujamadroho natimanita bhavanti sampadam daivim abhijatasya bharata. Tejakshama dhritishaucham adroho natimanita bhavanti sampadam daivim abhijatasya bharata. Tejaha, radiance. Tejaha, radiance. What is radiance? You mean there will be a light behind the head? No, not that. Radiance is, Tejaha means the strength of the mind. It is the strength of the mind. It is the energy flowing. See, Swami Vivekananda or Shankara Bhagavad Padar and all, you take, the energy or the fearlessness in them is so powerful that they can do things which is beyond humans. They have done which is not possible for a human being. See, look at Shankara Bhagavad Padar. He has travelled from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. People say 3 times he has walked and spread the message of Atmajnana wherever. So he was doing that. And he has written so many books. He has given Bhashyam for 10 Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, and also he has given Brahma Sutra Bhashyam. So all that he was able to do, Shankara Bhagavad, this is not possible for an ordinary human being. Similarly, Swami Vivekananda, how much he has done. in this universe. It is all beyond human. It is all coming from that energy, that radiance, that tejas is coming from Atma Jnanam alone. So tejaha, it's a quality of Daivi Sampath. Tejaha, then Kshama. Kshama is Titiksha. Another word is Titiksha or patience. Okay. What is Titiksha? Sahanam sarvadukhanam apratikara purvakam chinta vilaparhitam sa titiksha nigadyate. Viveka Chudamani says this definition of titiksha. Sahanam sarvadukhanam. Whatever, let it come, no? Whatever problems, all the sufferings when it is coming, let the situations be unfavorable. But I will not deviate from the path of spirituality. I will not deviate from dharma. I will not do any shortcuts to fulfill my desire. I will not make money. The desire is to make money, but I will not deviate from the path of dharma to fulfill my desire. So whatever the obstacles, let it come. All the obstacles, let it cause a lot of suffering. But I will not deviate. I will not abuse people. I will not hurt others. I will not deviate from the path of dharma. If suppose I fail an exam, means I don't deserve it. I will not bribe somebody and then pass the examination. I will study again. Still if I fail, no problem. Never I will deviate from the path of dharma. Okay. So that is titiksha. Titiksha is any sort of shita, ushnam, all that, whatever be, not only in life, outside also. Suppose suddenly people always complain, oh, this is summer season, the temperature has gone up, last year was not like that. Always crying and grumbling. So this is, titiksha is not there. Then Sri Rama they say that the Sri Rama was the embodiment of Kshama. Kshamaya Prithvi Samaha. Prithvi is, you do whatever you want. The Prithvi doesn't talk back. Prithvi doesn't do anything wrong to us. We do all sorts of hurtful actions towards Prithvi. But Kshama, so that is example given. Prithvi is always highest in Kshama. So we should be like Prithvi. Even Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, he had a dreadful disease called sarcoma. But with all the painful body, when Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi's body was so painful, he had painful, but he had a peace of mind. How is it possible? He had a peace of mind. Many people think that it is all, he never thinks I am not the body because of that. It is not that. The pain is always there. Even if there is a Brahmajnani, pain will be there. But Titiksha was there. Titiksha was at highest. So it is not that he had some occult power or something because of which he did not have any pain. No, he had undergone all the pain. Many jnanis, even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, right? Even Swami Tapovanam, they all had cancer and other things. So painful it is. So the pain will be there. Even for a Brahmajnani, anything with the body, there will be pain. But they have the titiksha in them. That is why they are able to keep the mind at peace. Okay, there is no other special power other than titiksha. Then next is dhritihi. Dhritihi means the dhairyam, the willpower. Okay, the spiritual willpower. It is dhritihi means dhairyam is the spiritual willpower. I will not deviate from the path of knowing self. Atma Sakshatkaram is my goal. Okay, I will not move away from that. That is the willpower. Okay, that is dhritihi. Shaucham. Shaucham, purity. Purity of inner and outer also. Okay, that is outer also. You have to be clean as much as possible. You should keep your body clean. But at the same time, the mind has to be purified. Shaucham. Should be clean. Clean means what? Clean mind means no ragadveshas. No, I like this person, I dislike the other person. I want this situation, this I don't want. Okay, so this likes and dislikes towards situations, towards people, towards any other objects of this world is the impurity of the mind. So raga dveshas. Okay. Ragam is attachment. I want this. Ragam. Dvesha means I don't want this. I want to avoid such situations because of various reasons. So these two, raga and dvesha, these are the impurities of the mind. So this must be removed. No dvesham towards anything, no attachment towards anything. It is not love. Okay, don't confuse attachment with love. You should love everyone. We should love each and everything. We should love each and everyone. But no hatred. And ragam is attachment. What is the difference between attachment and love? Attachment is when we expect in return for what the action we do. If we expect anything in return, if I love you, I expect you to love me. The other person has to love me. The other person has to shower love on me, for which I will love him back. So this is attachment. Expecting in return, let it be from husband, wife, children, parents, or the society, or the environment. If we expect anything in return, I do this yaga, I want rains. You are expecting anything in return. It is attachment. Okay, I have said it. So this is attachment is not love. Love is only giving. There is nothing expecting in return. Okay, attachment is expecting anything in return. When the children are small, I looked after the children, so that when I am old, children will look after me. This is attachment. I gave good education to my son or daughter. When I am retired, they will help me with the money or physical presence, etc. Is attachment. I give food to the dog so that the dog will wag its tail looking at me with love and affection. If the dog barks, I will not give food. Attachment. Okay. So this is impurity. Okay. These are the impurities of the mind. So Shaucham is purity, outer and inner. Then next is Adrohaha, not hurting anyone, not having to do any droham towards anyone in this world. That is Adrohaha, opposite to Droham. Then Nadimanita, absence of Durabhimanam, absence of false pride. Okay, I am better than others. In some aspects leads to pride. What is pride? Means, see, a singer need not be a great singer. It's an ordinary singer, okay? Need not be the world number one. Any singer, for example, this is only an example. Okay, the moment this person listens to another person's song, okay, she is listening to somebody's singing. He listen. First thing that comes to his mind is that person has sung slightly better than me. He is better than me, or he is not as good as me. Let it be any way. Intelligence also. Let it be a chess player, or let him do whatever he can. First thing comes to the mind is whether the other person is better than me or not as good as me. Okay, either way it is pride. This is Durabhimanam. This is pride. Now you can connect it in with everything and every action that we do. See, this is atimanita, na atimanita. We should not have this false pride. The way every individual is unique. Accept self as well as others in the same way. Accept them as they are. As they are. Suppose you think that I am capable of doing this, the other person is incapable of doing that much, is pride. That person is okay. You accept that person the way they are. Everyone is unique. Let them be as they are, including self. Okay? Leave it at that. That is not having any pride. Okay. Now, you have finished all? Tejakshama dhridishaucha madroho nati manita bhavanti sampadam daivim. Yeah. So these qualities, these Daivim, hey Bharata, hey Arjuna, Daivim Sampadam Abhijatasya Bhavanti, hey Arjuna, these qualities are there in those who are born in Deva Vargam. Okay, they see each one of us, every one of us have got both the qualities. Daivi Sampath is there, Asuri Sampath is there. Both are there in every one of us. But if the Daivi Sampath is dominating, then we can call it as Deva Vargam. If the Asuri Sampath is dominating, then we can call them as Asuras. Okay, so this Daivi Sampath, so what we should do? We should inculcate, we should increase our Daivi Sampath. Okay, and we should be in the Deva Vargam first. So that is the purpose of this verse. Bharata, Daivim Sampadam Abhijatasya Bhavanti. These are the qualities that are there in those who are born in Deva Vargam. So what we should do as an individual, all those so far, 26, total 26 qualities been explained so far. We should develop these qualities. We should inculcate these qualities in us. Look at ourselves. Do self-examination. Look at ourselves and see. Abhayam sattva samshuddhir jnana yoga vyavasthitihi danam damascha yajnascha swadhyayastapa arjavam. Then, second verse. Ahimsa satyam akrodhas tyagas shantirapaishunam daya bhudeshvalolupatvam mardavam hrirachapalam. And this verse, tejakshama dhridishaujamadroho natimanita bhavanti sampatam daivim abhijatasya bharata. Hey Arjuna, these are the qualities of Devas or Daivi Sampat, or those who are born in Deva Vargam. Now Bhagavan continues with the next verse with the Asuri Sampat. Dambho darpo bhimanascha krodha parushyameva ajnanam chabhijatasya partha sampadam asurim. Who Partha? Arjuna. Dambha. These belong to, Bhagavan will explain in detail in the next verses also, but in this verse, Bhagavan says that who is born in Asura Vargam, okay, who are Asura Vargam, what are the qualities? Okay, we will use the same word only, quality only. Dambaha. Dambaha means too much pride. Too much pride in being that I am the protector of Dharma. I am the protector. Whether he is protecting Dharma or Adharma doesn't matter, but the feeling or the attitude with which that person behaves is Dambaha. I am the one who is protecting this world, forgetting Bhagavan at all. There is no God, there is nothing. I am the one, like Hiranyakashipu. I am the one. There is no God, nothing. That is Dambaha. Too much of pride. Okay, then putting up a show of self-importance. Inside is hollow only. But these people, you can see these people, such kind of people in every circumstances, situations you will find. They will be in front of the camera for each and everything. They will make everyone else go behind, and then they will come in front in every actions. All of this is Dambaha. This is all because of Dambaha, putting up a show. And they also expect others to respect them. They make sure that others should respect them. Okay, so this is Dambaha. They will do it to go to any extent. They will make the other person kneel in front of them. Okay, these are all bad qualities. These are all Asuri Sambat. They are all typical Asura. Okay, Dambaha. Then it is opposite to Amanitvam. Okay, that is Dambaha. Then Darpaha. What is Darpaha? Darpaha means pride. Here also it's pride only, but here the pride is where I am born. I am born in this kula. I am born in this Vamsham. I am in this then particular Vamsham, the Parambaryam, I am in that family I am born. Okay, and I am this caste, I am born as a Brahmana, I am born as a Kshatriya, or the other way, I am not born in, I am a Shudra. Okay, all that, all this is all because of pride only. Vamsham, Kulam, okay, then intelligent, position, I am very intelligent, my IQ is so and so, my IQ rating is this high. Okay, all that, this is all because of Darpaha. Darpaha means the pride in Kulam, okay, family or caste. Then I am rich, I am tall, or I am short, or I am powerful, I can do this, I can do that, I am in the musician family, okay, I am number one in that. Any sort of, any way, one who takes pride in all of this is Asuri Sampath. Okay, so we should get rid of all this. If whatever position we are in, okay, whatever benefits or whatever we are getting, we should be humble enough. We should have that humility in us, not having any pride and show it off and believe so. They believe exactly like that. I am born in that family, like that. They have too much pride in them. This is Darpaha. It should not be there. Arrogance it is. Then Abhimanaha. Abhimanam. Already we discussed Abhimanam. Okay, identify, it should be all Abhimanam means I have worldly achieved, I have become number one in that, I am number one in that particular examination. Any sorts of Abhimanam is not, should not be there. It is all Asuri Sampath. Okay. Next. Krodham, anger, we discussed. Krodham is Asuri Sampath. Then Parushyam, opposite to Mardavam. Okay, that not being gentle at all, being harsh in using words and also physical actions, etc., being very harsh in their actions. Not only physical actions and this thing, in their work also, very harsh, being very harsh. Suppose you have put some papers in front of the office, in the office, and this person is keeping it for a long time without passing it. Even if the papers are ready for scrutiny and approval, not giving it for whatsoever reason, it is all because of Parushyam. It's all very harsh. These people are very harsh. Then why people are being so harsh is because they themselves are irritative nature. They are naturally they are very irritating characters. They are never happy. Okay, sadists. They are not happy either, okay, with themselves or with their achievements or whatever they have, whatever they are in, whatever positions they are or whatever they have, very irritating nature they have. The mind is irritating always. That is the reason it is spreading to others. That is big. That is the main reason for them being so harsh, etc. That Parushyam, the quality, is because they are unhappy. Naturally unhappy people, you can say. It is the opposite to Mardava. Then Ajnanam. This is the root cause of all the Asuri Sampath. Root cause. The root cause of is Ajnanam. What is Ajnanam? Never heard about Atma or Bhagavan. These people have never heard about Atma, never heard about God, okay, and they believe that these objects of this world, these Jada Vastus, all the names and forms are real. Names and forms are real. All the objects of this world is real. Money is real. Relationships are real. One who is believing that these things are real, they will definitely behave the way they are behaving for Ajnana. All the Asuri Sampath which we discuss now, they will have a lot of Dambham, Darpam, Abhimanam, Krodham, Parushyam, etc. will be there in those people, and they will have Ajnanam underlying behind all this. There will be a lot of Ajnanam will be there, and this is the root cause of all Asuri Sampath. They don't respect others because they don't see divinity at all. They can't see divinity in everything else around them. Humans, forget humans. Animals, other plants, okay, celestial, they don't have any respect for anything. Say they do all sorts of harm things to the society and the environment and the people around them. Okay, so these are the reasons for the Asuri Sampath. Hey Partha, Asurim Sampadam Abhijadasya. These are the Asuri Varga Sampath, the wealth of Asuras. I think we will stop with the fourth verse. I thought we will finish up to 6, but I don't think we'll have. We'll continue in detail, because next verse Bhagavan says that now already I explained about the Daivi Sampath in detail. Now we will discuss about the Asuri Sampath. Daivi Sampath Vimokshaya Nibandhaya Surimata Ma Shujas Sampadam Daivim Abhijatosi Pandava. Daivi Sampath means Sadvasana. Okay, all the good qualities, the divine qualities, Vimokshaya, they will lead you towards the liberation. All the Daivi Sampath will lead towards liberation, towards moksham. Asuri, Durvasana, all the negative qualities, Nibandhaya, they will strengthen the bondage. They will strengthen the samsara bandham. All the Asuri Sampath, if one has, it will lead more and more. It will make us fall more and more deeper into darkness, where samsara bandham will be more. Whereas Daivi Sampath will lift us from the samsara bandham towards moksham. Okay, so Nibandhaya Mata, when it is considered or fixed like that, hey Bharata, hey Arjuna, see the compassion of Krishna. Bharata, hey Arjuna, Ma Shuchaha, you don't grieve on it. You don't worry about it, because you don't grieve. Hey Arjuna, Daivim Sampadam Abhijatahasi. You are born with divine qualities. You have got Daivi Sampath in you. We have discussed about his Daivi Sampath in the first chapter itself, in detail. In detail. How much Arjuna has got the Daivi Sampath, etc. Right? So, with lot of compassion, Bhagavan saying, I talked in brief about the Daivi Sampath, in detail about the Daivi Sampath. Asuri Sampath I will discuss, but you don't worry Arjuna, because you have lot of Daivi Sampath in you, which will take you towards liberation very fast. You don't worry. Okay, so we'll continue from our next class. 5th verse we will start next class, and then we will continue. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat. Brahmarpanamastu.